Hey guys, hi Janet, hi Terry, hi Laverne. Hope everybody had a good week and it is Monday, right? Hi Kat. Let's see, this looks a little crooked. Let's see what I can do here. It's straightened up a little. There we go. Still it's a little dark on this side. Let's see if I can tilt it just a little. I think that's good. Okay, got bunches of books to show. Color books, more books. And I didn't even make it up to Barnes and Noble. I just got this from Books a Million, my local bookshop. Because I spent the whole weekend putting up my Christmas decorations. Y'all know that next week is Thanksgiving, right? Next week is Thanksgiving. Hi, Debbie. Debbie, I'm this far into book one. Along with putting up my Christmas decorations, I've been reading this. I bought the first three books. Debbie recommended this. We like these cozy mysteries, especially Scottish bookstore type, although this is a yarn shop. But it's really good. It's a little different, isn't it, Deb? So I got the first three. I got the first three of this, and I'm only into that far in book one. So, hi Angie. Let's see who else. Missy. Beautiful colors. Okay. It's been a long minute. I don't know who you are, beautiful colors. What was your other name? Pamela. Let's see. Who else? Said hi to Missy. Let me see who else I'm missing. Uh, let's see. April. Hi, April. Let's see. I'm getting a little crooked here. There we go. That's a little better. Let's see. Oh, Brianna. Okay. Okay. Well, welcome back, Brianna. I'll probably forget again, especially if you win a giveaway. You'll have to let me know again and send me your address again. You're almost done with the second book? Oh, good, Deb. Yeah, I only bought the first three so far. I think, what did you say, Deb? There's eight? There's eight in the series? Is that right? Hi, Tori. Let's see. Um, and makes, and if put it in caps if you're talking to me, guys. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. You're making a lot of bowls, Angie. Well, that's good. That's good for Christmas money. Let's see. Give me a sip of my lemon water. Robin. Hi, Robin. So, yeah. Hi, Christina. Say good morning to everybody coming in. Got a bunch of books, magazines, color books. I even got, I know, Lindsay, the frugal crafter, enabled me. I'm going to blame her. I always trust Lindsay, though. I do trust Lindsay, and she said these were good. So I got them. Hi, Tina. Tina's going to say good morning to everybody. There we go. If y'all don't follow Lindsay the Frugal Crafter, you need to. She if you like any kind of art supplies, art classes, she just got back from a retreat over in Europe. Y'all just have to follow her. I know y'all already know who she is. Hi, Kathy Berg. Good morning. Listening from the car. Okay. Hope you had a good weekend, Tina. Let's see. Scrolling, looking to see who I missed. Cindy Daly. Said hi to Annette. Scrolling. You need to refresh, Cindy. I think it's you. Everybody else seems to be able to hear. Oh, let's see. And I put Cindy. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Yeah, sometimes when somebody doesn't come up in your feed and you're used to seeing their, videos recommend, when they've posted, you might need to unsubscribe and resubscribe because that happens sometimes. I don't know why. So if you're not getting mine or Lindsay's or anybody's reminders, then unsubscribe and resubscribe, and that should fix it. Not always, but that sometimes helps. Yeah, if you're in your car, not your cat. I got it, Kathy. That helped good, Cindy. Okay, good. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I'll show you a couple pictures. I did do a little video. The video's not as good as some pictures, but I'll show y'all both. And then because next week is Thanksgiving, I like my Christmas decorations up when the kids come for Thanksgiving. So I didn't do the outside yet. You know, I didn't do my porch or my mailbox. I'll wait till after Thanksgiving to do that. But my inside, let me see, where's my iPad? My inside, oh, and I do have to show y'all one other thing too. Vonnie said, and I kept a picture of it. If y'all know Vonnie, she said, if I quilted, I would make this for you. I said, that's okay, Vonnie, don't even think about it. But look at this. Let's see if I turn it this way. There we go. Look at this tree skirt. It's a quilted tree skirt of books. Isn't that just the coolest looking thing? And so yeah, Vonnie sent me. I had to show that, and it's vintage library Christmas quilt quiltnest.com, quiltnest.com. So isn't that cool? I know, right? So anyway, I got to show that Vonnie on Monday. So there you go. Vonnie lurks or watches replays when she can. So let's see. Then, all right, let's see. I'll show y'all a couple pictures and I'll show you my little video. Let's see, my video I'll probably have to show you on my phone because I have it found there. Let's see here. Just a minute. Yeah, okay. So let me show you a couple pictures first. So let's turn it sideways here. So I got, this is my front window there. It's a bay window, and of course it's wanting to flash out, of course. But there's my trees, and it's like, you know, it's like I want to put the but anyway, there's my 3 trees. Let me show you, and then here's a little bit closer up of them. So yeah, I did my 3 trees there, and then here's my fireplace. There's my fireplace, and this is in the man cave, in the den. This is in the man cave. That's Hubster's room. So yeah, so there we go. And then let's see. I'll show you the quick little video. I showed it to Janet. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. Okay. So I just went around the room real quick, and I still have more to do. You can't see my library's back there. Well, there's books in this room too, and there's a cat down there. Then we walk through the hall. There's the hall, the entry, and you walk through. There's the kitchens over that way. Then here's the man cave over this way. So walk down into the man cave, and there's the fireplace. I know it's glaring, so there it is. I'll let it go one more time. I did not have my bows up over the windows yet, but this is my living room, and I got 2 shelves there, but my library's back on the other side of the kitchen, so I didn't walk through the library. But so there's the entrance, kitchen's over that way, and then the man cave is that way. I just sat down. I was stepping down, trying not to fall. So anyway, yeah, so I got that done. And what else? Let's see. Logan sent, I got another, well, his mama sent me a good picture of what I do with it. Where is it? Got a good picture of Logan here somewhere with the cat. Here it is. So there's Logan and his cat. I love that picture. Is that a good picture? Logan and the cat. And I don't think I have anything else of the kids or anything. I showed you Samantha last week. And oh, I posted this on Instagram. Hi, Raul. And I'm looking at my pictures for a minute, so I know I'm missing people. Ellen, me, Laverne, Let's see who else. Roll. Okay, there, Raul's saying that the list is complete for the Streamathon. If you go to his post, you'll see it over there. Riri, hi Riri. Let's see what else. Scrolling, trying to catch up. Hard House. Mark, hi Mark. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I said hi to Annette. Hi View. Okay, so this was for Janet's birthday. Happy birthday, Janet. This was my Barbie photography. I did this one 2 years ago. I did it 2 years ago. Happy birthday, Janet. By the way, I'm going to put up my Christmas decorations today. Janet's birthday was Friday, the 14th. And she goes, no. I love this. Oh, I love this. So anyway, I see Oliver is being a pain this morning. He's been picking on his sister. I might have to go give him a treat and get him in the garage for a while. Keep him away from aggravating his sister. Let's see. I hear him down there meowing at her. Let's see. Okay, give me just a second because it's gonna be disturbing. Hang on. All right, they get on each other's nerves and they start tussling. I don't want any tussling while I'm streaming. Let's see. I'm out of breath now. Ran all the way downstairs, all the way down the hall, around the room, out to the garage, gave him a treat, ran back upstairs. Okay. Let's see. Zinjin. Okay, so I think I've shown you all the pictures and caught you up. And I got new books. Here's the book page. I always get these for Samantha at Books A Million. So let me put that over there for her. And let's see. Oh, I'm out of breath. Turn the brightness down just a little. There we go. All right, so let me pile and I'll show one thing at a time. I did start by showing this. Zoom in. Okay, there we go. Now I can catch my breath. Get this out of the way. So, something happened. What happened to Mark? A little prayer we have been. Oh no. Okay. All right. Well, I hope that gets fixed, Mark. Mark's heater's down. Let's see what else. Yeah, Mark, I hope that gets fixed up. Yeah, Riri's doing a heat prayer. She's doing a heating prayer for you, Mark. Bless your heart. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I hope so, Mark. And it's good to see you. So, yeah, because his mom, Mark, yeah, he's more concerned about his mom. Hi, Mama 4. Speaking of moms, Mama 4, good to see you. Let's see. All right. I need to tilt this just a little toward me. Okay. So, like I was saying, Deb E. recommended these Scottish Shire mysteries. Tracy Hall, I did find her on IG and I followed her. And so this is the third. I got the first 3 in a series and I didn't catch how many you said there were, Debbie. I think she said 8. I bought the first 3. This is the first one. I'm about halfway through. And so I've been enjoying. I like cozy mysteries. I like cozy mysteries that, I like the Hallmark mysteries. If y'all have not seen Deb, do you get the Hallmark channel? Do you get the Hallmark? They did, what's it called? Mistletoe Murders. I think is what it's called. And they've been doing like a couple of weeks. It's a whole series thing. It started out as an audio podcast and it went into a Hallmark show. It's really good. They're good, right? Melissa, G, you watch them? Yeah. The other author I liked, oh, I got two other ones, Anne, but I don't have them in front of me. I got too many others on my mind right now. I'd have to pull them. If you go look on my posts, Anne, post in my, under my videos and scroll back maybe, 10 weeks, that's all there is really much is books a week. You'll find them there. Okay. Maybe you might have to scroll back a few months, but it's easy to find. But I don't have them in front of me. Debbie might remember them. So let's see. The whodunit kind, great. Yeah, and I like them because like they're not Stephen King kind of, which I used to love Stephen King back in the Stan days in the 70s. But anyway, but they're not gruesome. Let's put it that way. They're not gruesome, They're cozy little towns, and Deb and I think we have 3 Scottish towns we're following right now. I think one book had 8, one has, maybe both others have 8, and maybe this one has. So we've got those towns covered, don't we, Debbie? Okay, so I will show these here. I don't yeah, I hadn't shown these, had I? No. I'm looking to the side. So anyway, I think this one was November, December, January. So yeah, this is the newest one out. And so I'll show these 2 magazines a little bit here in a minute. View, I got some new color books, and I know that I think Tina, I think, had said, or somebody had mentioned getting this one, and I said, I don't know. I've seen, yeah. So this one and Kerby's 10th anniversary one, but I did go ahead and thanks, Kat. She posted the link to the book section. It's just under posts. It's under posts. Who's messaging me? Okay. So we're going to look through these, and then I got this one was in the color book section, The Chosen, if y'all know that series. And so I got those 3 color books. Then they had, I collect these sticker treasuries, and this, I don't need any more blooms and butterflies, but hurry. I can't hurry. I'm hurrying as fast as I can, View. And so blooms and butterflies, this sticker book. And then I got a little flow book, which is going to Janet. I'll show y'all that one. And then, like I said, I got this recommendation because of I'm thinking of Kerby, of Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter. They're soft colored pencils. And what I got these for is to go with my pan pastels. We'll see how that works out. But y'all know I don't like to touch chalk. I don't like chalky, and pan pastels are not chalky. Pan pastels are, I don't want to call them oily because they're not really oily. They're just creamy. Creamy, that's the word. Pan pastels are creamy, and they don't have that dry feeling. I can't stand to touch pastels. They're too dry. But these are, they're well, I'll just go ahead and show them. And I have not swatched them. I haven't had time. I've been reading my mystery and putting up Christmas decor. So anyway, I've not swatched them. I don't know that I will swatch them, but maybe I'll swatch them. But it has, let me move this over. It has 3 trays of pastel pencils. And again, I got them on the recommendation of Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter. And y'all, I can't give y'all a link to her exact place where she talked about them or anything like that. Y'all just have to go follow Lindsay. So anyway, thanks, Kat. She put a link into them. So anyway, they are, let me see if I can find, let's see, what's the first color? Oh, I want white. Let's go down here to, are they in order? You never know if they're in order. Nope, they're not in order. Because there's white, and then the next one is pink, and that's obviously not pink. So they're not in order. So let me just get a scratch piece of paper here. And that is a pain. That is a pain on swatching. Let's see. And not swatching. Yeah, I know, Janet. So anyway, let's see here. So here's like the blue. And I could touch it and move it if I want to, but you know. I got them to blend with my pan pastels. But anyway, they're pretty creamy, and it's not real dusty. A little bit there, but not too much. All right, I'll put my little finger into it there. So there we go. See? It's not as bad as some. It's not as bad as like those chalk sticks, you know, the chalky pastels. Oh, these I thought, well, they're in pencil form, so I don't have to be rubbing into them, you know. I don't know yet, me. I haven't used them, so I can't say whether you need them or not. But anyway, so there's 72 colors. There's the colors. There's the bottom tray. I'll just hold them up for a second. We will pull them back out when I go when I get into when I do the next pan pastel piece. Ugh, too many P's. So there we go. So there's all the colors, and again, it is color. I'm not sure if it's just color or color with the K, but they're soft touch, premium quality, vibrant colors, smooth, and they are smooth. They don't feel scratchy. You know, some pastels are scratchy. I don't like scratchy and dry. Let's see, Karen. Who else am I missing? Scrolling. I don't mean to miss you. If I do, I do. All right. So there's that. Yes. Yes, view. All right. So let me move this over here with my pan pastel. So I'm not going to do that today. And I also got to get down my prompt bowl. Let me get that down. Monday's busy, first thing. Okay, we'll get that. Let me move my book I'm reading. Let's see. All right, so yeah, so if y'all missed it, you can go back and see my Christmas decorations that I have got put up. I still got a little more to do, and I haven't done anything outside yet. Like I said, I'll wait and take down my Thanksgiving porch after Thanksgiving, and then I'll put Christmas up the next day. Okay, so back over here to the books. Let's go ahead and zoom in again. Let's see, let's zoom in here, and let's see. That's not too, I don't know if I need to brighten it up. It'll be depending on when I open it up. So I have a bunch of these sticker book series, and this is Blooms and Butterflies. And again, I'm just going to kind of flip through it. It's all flowers and butterflies stickers, and they're not shiny. They're matte, which means Denise will probably steal this book. Hi, CK. So thank you. So yeah, so Denise will probably go, oh yeah, that's not shiny. I like it. I'll probably just get her one. So, but anyway, they're really pretty flowers. So, and I do have journals that I keep. I don't do dated journals. I don't do planner type dated journals. When I use like my Happy Planner ring journals and everything, it's for different purposes. I got, you know, along with my Society of Idea Collector notebook, I keep, you know, the different little journals too, but I cover up all the dates. I don't date it, all the months. I just like the idea of the disc bound journals. I love the disc bound journals, but I don't do dated diary stuff. So, but I decorate with stuff like this because it's just fun. So thanks, Kat, put a link into the sticker book. And there's all kinds of these. And I show them as I get them. I like these kind of white ones. I like those. And of course, anytime there's, even whether it's matte or gloss, if I use a sticker, I'm going to cut that, cut the border off 9 times out of 10. So, but anyway, just so y'all can kind of see, those are pretty. And you can always, y'all know last week I did the 3-dimensional shadow boxes. You can always take, and I'll just quickly show you here. You can take one. You can take them and you can stick them on something. And this is cardstock. So you just take a piece of cardstock and then you cut around them. And I always cut the antennas off and just draw them on. But then what you can do, like in the shadow box or on a 3-dimensional card, or anything you do 3-dimensional, put it on the cardstock first, like we did last week in the shadow boxes. And I did post those shadow boxes, by the way, on IG. And then cut it out, and then you can pop dot it up, and it'll be dimensional and it won't be floppy. Plus it's a sticker, you got to put it on something, right? So let's just cut this out real quick just so you can see. And then you can put it on a pop dot, and then you can have a dimensional butterfly. You can, kind of fluff it up a little bit. You can bend it especially if it's in a shadow box, in one of the 3-dimensional shadow box. Hi, Devin. If it's in a 3-dimensional shadow box, and you can have a little dimensional butterfly. I'll set him right there. So let's see, Belinda. Who else am I missing? Sure, I'm missing some people. If y'all missed it, go back and see my Christmas decor I've already put up. Okay, so let's finish with this. See, look how pretty that is. Is that a full page sticker? Let's see what this is. Yeah, let's see, that's a full page sticker. You can put that in a journal page and put stuff on top of it. So anyway, same for that. Isn't that pretty? That one. So yeah. Oh, that's kind of pretty there too. So all stickers, it's blooms and butterflies, sticker treasury. And they have a series of these. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to put that down with my stickers. Then let's go through the color books, and then I'll show you. Well, no, let's take a quick break to let's do the prompts real quick so I don't forget. Let's do the prompts real quick. So let me get my little list for myself. And today is the 17th. Can y'all believe it? 17th of November already. Next week is Thanksgiving, guys. So let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just pick 5 prompts. Let's kind of crunch them up. Let's get them all the way to the bottom because I haven't flipped them way to the bottom lately. All right, there we go. I just picked 5 off the top already. All right, let's see what we got here. Because Terry Brett usually does these prompts, and if she's the only one that made anything with them, I'd still flip these for her because she does some amazing illustrations with them. Okay, traffic sign, necklace, paints, surfboard, and Edward Hopper, the artist Edward Hopper. You could just put all this in a little town window. There's a hint for you, Terry. Put everything in a little town window. Okay. Let's see. All right. Traffic sign. Necklace. Surfboard. Paints. And paints, that works out well with the artist. There we go. That could work. That could work. You're welcome, Terry. All right, so there we go. And there's you can read my scratchy quick writing. When I write with big thick Sharpies on stream so everybody can see it. I don't ever do this for myself, my personal self. I write real tiny with little tiny. This is what I write with. All right, so there we go. Let's put that to the side. And let's do the lollygag. L is for lollygag, and Cheshire Cat got us this book, and we are all the way up to S. We are up to S. Let me get a pencil here, and I'll just check off a few. Can you add Edward Scissorhands to your prompt poll? I don't know that Edward Scissorhands in there. I did this a few years ago, and I think I did 300 of them, and I can't really remember everything that's in there. But yeah, I could add it if you want. Okay, so let's see. Skullduggery. Underhanded and sneaky behavior, as it seems that there is some skullduggery afoot here, and I intend to get to the bottom of it. Sounds like Sherlock Holmes. Okay, let's see. Snollygoster. Snollygoster. A shrewd or crooked person, a swindler. Disappearing word alert. This word has been removed from some newer dictionaries. Okay, all right. I don't remember ever even, well, maybe I've heard it before, but it's not anything recent. We did S last week. Oh, I don't have any check marks on it. Huh. All right, well, we'll do S and T. So you can pick, Terry. If we did S last, I didn't check off anything. Okay, succotash. A dish of lima beans and corn kernels. Suffering succotash is a favorite exclamation of Sylvester the cat. All right, so there's some S's. Now we'll go ahead and do T, because I guess we did S last week, and I don't know. All right, here we go. We're going to do T. Tchotchke, which starts with a T, Tchotchke, but it's pronounced tchotchke. A souvenir or trinket. See also knick-knack. Tiddlywinks, a game of skill and aim played with small counters. The object is to use one of the counters to snap the edge of the other and send it flying into a dish or cup. I know y'all know this, but you know. Let's see. Tomfoolery, silly behavior. See also shenanigans. Let's see. Well, I guess that's probably it. We'll just do them. There's a little thing here on the gift of gab, Tolkien. There's a little thing about Tolkien here. Let's read this. Tolkien was a language professor at Oxford University in England. He enjoyed inventing fantasy stories, largely to entertain children. He published The Hobbit in 1937 and its much darker sequel, The Lord of the Rings trilogy, 1954 to 1955. His writing is filled with made-up people and place names and was so popular that his rivals of traditional spelling of words like dwarves and elfish are found in dictionaries today. There we go. All right, and I'm sure y'all have all read the trilogy and The Hobbit. I've done it multiple times. Okay, what is this? Oh, okay. All right, we're going to be up to you next week. We're going to finish this. We'll probably finish this book out this year in December, and then we'll figure out something else to do because we like to read something every week. All right, let's see. Nana Mo. Who else am I missing? Scrolling. All right, so let's put the prompt bowl back up, and we will. I want to show the color books, and I'll quickly show the two other magazines, and then we will color. I think I'm going to color in Kerby today. We're going to color in the Kerby's 10-year celebration. That's what we're going to do today, okay, for those asking. Okay, but I want to show you this book. I bought this book and it's going to Janet. It's a flow diary. Y'all know that Janet likes her little, she calls it the beast. Now, this is probably not going to replace her beast, but maybe she can get some use out of it. Maybe this could be her, she could use this not as a diary so much, but as a swatch book. Janet, did you hear me? Swatch book, Janet. Y'all have not seen Janet swatches. Oh my gosh, she does amazing swatches. She has a poster. Maybe she could take a picture, Janet, today and show the poster of your swatch, your giant swatch poster. She's the swatch queen. I'm just saying. So yeah, maybe she can show that on her stream today. Janet streams at 1 Eastern. Is this too dark? Are we good on the lighting here? Let's see. I don't want to get it too flashed out, but maybe it's a little. We'll see what happens when we go into the color books. Okay. Let's see. Read The Hobbit, but not sure. I actually read all the Lord of the Rings. I just saw the movies. Okay. All right. Well, then you know what's going on at least. Devin. I know, Jan, it's all about the swatching. You need to show some of the swatches. There you go, Flow Diary. And there's a new book out called Flow Paper. My Books A Million did not have it as of yet. And I did not make it up to Barnes and Noble, which is an hour and a half away. I did not make it up to Barnes and Noble on the other side of Atlanta because I wanted to get my Christmas decorations up while I had a little help from the hubster. So yeah, so I settled on getting that done and not going to Barnes and Noble. But all right, here we go. All about the swatching. So it's got a nice little elastic. Janet, this is just like, this to me screams Janet. And it has a textury cover. It's a matte cover, but it feels kind of like a smooth watercolor paper. That's the texture of it. All right. Color in a picture is like enthusiasm in life. Van Gogh said that. Or Van Gogh. Don't email me. Everybody calls him Van Gogh. All right, so then there's a calendar. Let's see. I'll go ahead and zoom in one more so I don't have to hold it up. I can just do this. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. Yeah, you like that 3D rug look? I know, right? It's very cool. Let's see. Does that Melissa G? Let's see. My ears perked up when I heard the word swatching. Well, then you'll like this little book. All right. Wait for it. There's some treats in this little book. All right, there's a bookmark too. Okay, so it's got every month, it's got the 12, the monthly calendars here. And every month has a color and a swatch chart. Wait for it. Wait for it. So January is like a pale blue. Look, it's got the calendar over here, but you could turn this into your own swatches, right? Just all you have to do, Jen, is use a ruler going one way. You could just box these off and make it pencil swatches, watercolor swatch. Now this is, it's copy paper thin, so you got to keep that in mind. But then here's a dot grid, then a line, and then a plane, and then a regular grid. And then here, I guess this is the middle. No, is that the end? Yeah, that's the end. Okay, so there's all the weeks for January, which is kind of this blue. Then February is this purple. And look, see, it's got these fabric swatches. Isn't this cool, guys? Little fabric. I know, right, Cat? It is so Janet, right? Oh my gosh. All right. So, but they're little fabric swatches, right? These are some plaid ones. Okay, then the same thing. Every day, every week, it's got a week and a blank, so that you can write, draw, whatever you want. Okay, then March. March is this yellow and gold colors and kind of a tan. Okay, so there's March. I'm trying to skip ahead here. Here's April. Look at these colors. Look, it's like a little water. Maybe those are watercolors. Although they're a little textury. It could be fabric. April. May. And these definitely are paint chips. Look, well, you may not be able to see it. There's a little shadow behind them. These are little cut paint chips. Those are little paint chips. Okay, there's May, which is kind of a pale pink. Here's June, and those are more little cut swatches. And then July, these are definitely watercolor. Those are definitely watercolor swatches. Isn't it? Do you like this book, Janet? Then here's August, and there's some marbleized papers there, marble papers for August, with blue papers, pale blue. Then September, some greens, and then these are Pantone, little Pantone cards. Okay, there's Pantone cards. Then, and that's like a kind of a pale sage. Then here's October, and these look like markers. These kind of look like markers. See? Marker swatches. Aren't they? They're also cool, right? And it's kind of a tan. Okay, so that is, here's November, and they look like wood blocks. I don't know, it's hard to tell. But there's November. They just have all different things. Okay, then here, let's go to, and then December's the carpet squares. Okay, and then the next thing, I have section for ideas. Let's see here, let's get it in. Okay, ideas, and then travel plans, which Janet can probably just plan to go down, walk down to the lake. Then they have grateful for, and it's just a little, they got about 4 pages for each thing. Well, this one's got 6. Sketches. Maybe there's 6 pages. Yeah. Then there's notes. I think the rest just notes. And there's a little section of notes back in the back. Isn't that so adorable? You plan on going to the mailbox. There you go. To go check your Amazon order. But wait for it, guys. Look, in the back, it's okay to not have it all figured out yet. Here's a little pocket. All right, wait for it. Wait for it. I'm going to pull everything out of the little pocket. Okay. Little pocket here. There is, first off, there's a little, I don't want to take the little belly band off, but there's, how many cards are there? One, see, there's little cards of what's already in here. I think there's 3 or 4. There's 4 of the same swatch cards that are inside, but they're on, postcards. Okay, then there's a little booklet, a little flow booklet of all the different colors of paper. Let's go this way. All the 12 colors probably of the paper, okay, online paper, a little booklet. Then there's some stickers. There's like some of the stickers, just looks like the same ones that were in the book, but these are tiny little stickers. Look at those little stickers. Then there's some more little stickers. This one has like hobby time, fun times, reading time, going to the post office. Going to the mailbox to check my Amazon order. No, really, that's not in there. So anyway, there's that little stickers of little, you can put on your pages of what you did, There's craft day, fun times. That's every day for us, right, Janet? Hi, Marsh. And so, yeah, hobby time, little stickers. And then, look at this, guys. It's a calendar on one side. It's like a little mini wall calendar, right? Every month. Flow 2026. But look, bam! Yeah, I guess you could cut this up. I don't know. Janet wouldn't cut it up. She's going to keep it in the back of the book. I know her. But look, isn't that great? It's all 12 months that are in the book on a little mini poster that's in the back. So all this is in the back in the little pocket here. So yeah, this is going to our Janet. Not just because she's my friend, but she's an awesome mod. I like to thank the mods. Okay, so there we go. So it's got kind of a peach color. There we go. It's too fun. The best. Oh, I'm glad you like it. All right, so that gets in the mail to Janet. That goes over here in my outgoing mail. And I did get. I have to do a certificate for my local dojo, and so I got that. Let's see. Do I have a? Let's see. All right, I got to do that before the 5th of December. Okay, so I'll save the two magazines for a minute, and we'll first look at the. I got to back out a little bit. These aren't as small. This is the one we're going to color in today. So I'll save this for last because this is one we're going to color in. We'll do that right before we color in it. So the other two color books I got at Books a Million were the Dragonling, y'all know Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I think I have all but one of her books, and I didn't have this one. So let's see. Let's turn this down just a little. I try Tina. Hi Tex. Let's see. Anybody else coming? Let's see. Okay, I think I caught everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this Dragonling color book, and this is her newest one. And so her covers are like this, wrapped like that. If y'all don't follow Jasmine Beckett Griffith, which I know all of y'all know, and I'm not going to like go through every single page, but I will. And we'll color. Maybe we'll color in this one, soon. All right, I'm going to flip from the back so it's easier to flip. Here's the back cover. And then she does paintings. So here's one of her paintings. So I'm just going to flip so y'all can see. Here's some of her books back here. I did not realize that these were back here. Forever Strange. That's the other. I don't have that one. Or is that a book? Or is that a... Okay, I think this is a book about her. That's not. I don't think that's a color book. Okay, so this is the mermaid one. There's the mermaids. This one is just fantasy art adventure one. There's a picture of her. She didn't show all the books, but I think I've got 5 of her books. So the Halloween and mermaid, and I don't remember them all, but anyway. So I'm just going to kind of do a little flip, and she has names for each page right next to it. So let me just kind of flip. So all the dragons. And I've shown y'all, I'm not going to get out my color book. Well, I guess I could show some of my Jasmine pictures I've colored. I think the book's behind me. I'll show it. I'll show some of my Jasmine pages. That'll be a fun one. I like that. I'm going to bookmark that one for when I come back to coloring. We'll color her. I like big faces, and because one of the reasons I like the big faces and big things like this is I can get most of it done on a 3-hour stream, whereas something very detailed, I can't finish that in 3 hours, So did I miss one there? No. Game dice. Just so y'all can see, and I know I'm skipping some there. So they're really cute. She always has the big eye girls, And this one's of course, has dragons. Oops. Bookmarks, although I'm not going to cut out a bookmark, but I do cut the pictures out of my Jasmine books. Let's see, where's my color book? Is it in here? Do I have it here? Ah, it is here. Okay, I do have it in here. Hang on. And this book is just pages that I cut out. I don't cut it, things out of all my books, but this one, has my cutout pages. So let's get over to my Jasmine section. Okay, and they are behind plastic sleeves, so the color will be muted, so you can see the difference between the color here and the color here. But I don't want to take them all out. I'm just going to kind of flip through some of my Jasmine pages. Let's see, Tina's, I've been working on coloring a sky background for 3 days. I know, right? It can take some time. And I work pretty fast, but even still, when I'm working by myself, I'm not working as fast as y'all see me work on stream because I am trying to get as much done on stream as I can, So, all right, let's see. So here's some of, and I use a lot of acrylic paints in the background, a lot of acrylic paint. So, and this one's got stickles. You can see some of the stickles there. I think this was my very first Jasmine color page I ever did. And this was the one that was ripped off by international people that turned it into t-shirts and stuff. Not just not just Jasmine's drawing, my coloring. And it was like, and I told Jasmine about it, but I think she's like, that's too much of that. I can't do nothing about it. She didn't say that to me. I'm just saying, nothing can really be done, I guess, about that. But anyway, now we're worried about AI. So anyway, so this was my first Jasmine coloring book page, I believe, that I did. And this one did not have bully on it. I put that on there. So these two, and most of them have, this one's got stickles on it too. Most of them I've done on stream. This one I did not do on stream. She's on another planet or somewhere because there's Earth over there. Let's see. This is one of my favorite ones because what I love about her, not only did, pull her out, not only because of her glitter, I put glitter on her as a mermaid, but she did not have braids. I made those braids up. I'm proud of those braids. Those braids, I impressed myself getting those braids the way I envisioned them. Not everything turns out like you envisioned, but those braids turned out like I envisioned them. But I love her. I just love her. And again, it's a lot of acrylic painting. A lot of acrylic painting. And then I just I cut them out and I mount them on black cardstock and put them in the sleeves. And I try to write on the backs of them what book they were out of and what, So, yeah, I know. I love those braids, Tina. I think that's all I got in here of Jasmine's. But anyway, so just to give y'all a little Jasmine flip. All right, let's put this back over. Oh, I'm sorry. Book fell down, scared. It's okay, baby. I'm sorry that scared you. A little book fell next to Malibu and she jumped. She jumped. There you go. You can have your little bed back. There you go. You're okay. Yeah. There you go. All right. So that's Dragonling coloring. So that's that one. And we'll try to get to that in the near future. Let's see. Come on, I'm ready for next year. You ready for next year, Megs? All right. So then I got this one's called I didn't know this one was even out there. But if y'all have seen the series or watched any of the series, The Chosen, well, here's the adult coloring book, which I don't know that really goes with the series. I'm not sure, but anyway. And I'm going to go backwards because it's just easy. I don't know why books don't flip as well this way as they do this way. But anyway, so it's got some verse and it's got like supposed scenes from Chosen. But anyway, I got it just because it was different. So I'll just do a quick flip. It's got little verses on them. So if you like some spiritual, biblical, here's one that looks like, not sure if that's That's Hanukkah. They had the Passover. So yeah. Make you fishers and men. That's pomegranate's really cool. So yeah. Set them. So there we go. This is from The Chosen. I think of Miriam. Miriam tells us this every Friday night on her Facebook. Okay, so there we go. That's The Chosen. Let's see. Run Mountain. Yeah, she's back laying down sound asleep again. She knew I didn't drop that book next to her on purpose. All right, so there's that. And then again, I'll flip this because we're going to color in this, so I'll wait on that. Let me go ahead and show y'all the Somerset Studio and Daphne's Diary. Did I show y'all this one? I don't think I did. Did you see The Biggest Story? No, I did not see that, me. My Books a Million has quite the selection, and View goes to Books a Million too. Books a Million has quite a color book section still. They used to have like walls of color books back back when we first started doing lots of coloring 10 years ago. I'm not sure how long ago. But anyway, they used to have walls full of color books in Books a Million. Now they're down to back in the entertainment section, they have like 4 shelves that are all color books, which is still, that's quite a bit. They have quite a few. Let me get a sip of water here. Good lemon water. All right, so Daphne's Diary. This one is number 6. It doesn't have the dates on it, but anyway, that's what always throws me off on this one. Where this one, the Somerset Studio and the Art Journal one, they have dates. So, all right, so let's go ahead and show you. And these I like to cut up and make me little, my little, let me grab one over here too. Make journals out of them when you're done. Let's see here. I'll pull a couple. I've shown y'all how to do these with art journaling, with the Daphne's Diary ones. You can do them all different sizes. Here's a couple. All right, let me just show you these real quick since, inspo. Get some inspo, as Samantha would say. Okay, so anyway, I think my Daphne Diary, I don't know where those ones are, but here, Somerset Studio, I cut it in half, glued it or taped it together, and then you can make art journals with them that you can use as junk journals. Or here's where I put 3 together. And again, you can paint over things and paint in or on or over. And they're fun. They're just fun to make, make into, reverse collage where you're using the image in the background and painting over it. Here's some of my carved stamps. So anyway, painted the edges on that one. Then here you can make this size, little square ones. And again, it doesn't matter what art journals which magazines are. You can cut them any way you want. Long, skinny ones. But whatever you cut off, like the ends, keep those edges and reuse those edges back into the book. So, and I'm not going to go, work in these today. Here's part of a Daphne's Diary there. So, and then you can paint them out in junk journal in them. Here's a couple more just single ones that I just cut down. Let's see, you can paint. Lots of fun. There's videos on these. Look at my mixed media art journal playlist, and you'll see. some of these. This one I think doesn't have much. I think this was a newer one that I did to show you how to make it. So sometimes they're new because I have to re-show how to do it sometimes. So there's that. You can reuse your magazines if you don't want to, if you want to upcycle them, I should say. If you want to upcycle them. All right, let's put those back up there. Okay. All right, so let's take a gander at it. Welcome back, Terry. Who else did I miss? I said hi to CK, unless it's Colleen. CK is also Colleen. Got, let's see. Run Manager. Yeah, I saw that, Tina. Okay, so the Daphne's Diary. And again, I'm not going to show you every page, but we'll give you a little preview here. There's everything that's in there. They always take you somewhere around the world. And they do that. And they have recipes. And let's see, here's like recipe cards. They always have recipe cards you can punch. They always have a poster in there too. And I always give that to Samantha. I did disengage it from the book, but I didn't open it. So let's look at that here. I always give these to Samantha to put on her bulletin board as a background. But here's this one. So this one is this. And they always have these in here. Fruit and flowers. So I'll pull this to give to her. Put that over there with the book page magazine. And so it's just that papers here in the back, different scrapbook papers, vintage envelopes, different places to go. Then they always have these cutouts and punch outs and things that you can use for different, there's different projects for each thing. Some artist profiles. What are the best kind of shoes? I don't know. It's just all kinds of little things. It's very, I don't know. To me, it's very, very British. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's where are they out of? The Netherlands? I can't remember. Anyway, and this is a little house, punch out house. Let's see, recipe cards, punch out recipe cards. But anyway, very kind of mindful kind of magazine. You know what I mean? Here's another artist profile. And I have Samantha look through. She might have been to some of these places during her European school trip. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. I was very impressed when I saw this in the store. I guess the price. Yeah, it is a little pricey. Yeah, it is. That's why I say you can upcycle them. Let's see. Got a little dark there. Let's turn the brightness back up. Here we go. There we go. And I do like this. Even though I don't do date. I still love these Daphne Diary journals that come out every year. They have all kinds of stickers and bookmarks and a pocket in the back. And every month they have stickers and tear outs. And there's just so much. There's so much that's even more than just a diary. But again, it's not cheap. They're about $25, I think. I think that runs it. But if you use it for the year, So, and then here's a little... What is this? I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with this, but it's tape, pop dotted in. And here's a little autumn mood diary. Coffees, different coffees, tofu, hotels, just all kinds of things. A little color book page. So this is the book. I think this is the one I was looking for. Oh, there's a couple different ones out now, but it's called the Paper Book. And I used to buy these all the time when they were in the bookstore all the time. But after the virus, they stopped exporting. Flo stopped exporting, and Daphne's Diary stopped exporting. So this is the Daphne Diary paper book, and there's a Flo paper book, and they're not cheap either. But they're just packed full of, papers that you can tear out and open up and fold out. Lots of paper. This paper. So that's the one that's the Daphne Diary paper book, and then there's a flow one. Here's some tape, washi tapes. And let's see. So yeah, some cards, and everything's nicely perforated. So then you can cut these down into little. I'm not sure what they are using them for. I'll use them for in my journals and stuff. But okay, so that is the new Daphne's Diary, which you'll probably see me cut up at some point in the future. Okay, so there's that. And then the Somerset Studio, which this one is, and I don't think I've shown this. Have I shown this November, December, January? Sometimes I forget if I've shown. I don't think I've shown this one. Have I shown this one? Maybe, but we're going to see it again if I have. And I don't buy every Somerset. I mostly buy the art journaling ones, but even those I don't buy every time, because a lot of I have them back from 1999, 98. I have 25 years. What's that? 25 years? Yeah, I have 25 years of these magazines. And, not that there's not new people doing new things, but, yeah. Let's see. Devin said, I do write on my side binder. I'm not much of a writer. Yeah. Yeah, I love to collect my ideas. I do more writing of ideas down than I do. And I don't keep a diary. I don't do a journal. I don't do a beast like Janet. And if you've not seen Janet's beast, maybe she'll show it. But she does amazing with the beast every year. That's what she calls her journal, where she keeps track of stuff, and she lines and color strips, and it's amazing. It's amazing. So anyway, every Somerset and the art journal, they're both put out by Stampington. That's the publisher. And there's tons of different ones. Let's look back here. Here's some of the different magazines that are put out by Stampington. The art journaling one, Bella Grace. There was a Halloween one, Willow Sage, Cozy Issue, In Her Studio, In Her Garden, and there's What Women Make or What Women Create, I think. A jewelry one, Green Craft, Made. Here's this was the Halloween issue, which I did get that. Art quilting, there's an art quilting one. So there's all different ones, magazines. And then they also have back issues of different publications. So if you look in the back, you'll see all their publications. So anything that Terry, right? And so they all have techniques. They have Ask the Artist. They have tips. Like here, let me just read some of this. Juxtapose opposites to create interest and tell a story. I paired a humble brown paper bag with decadent rosetta trim, or rosette trim. I guess that's the trim right there. Collect your seeds of inspiration in a container, like a box or bag, where you can feed and tend to them until they bloom. Work on different projects simultaneously or successfully leads to, it's very tiny for me to read this without putting it right up to my nose, leads to a cross pollination of ideas that fuels creativity in endless ways. So here's a nethermost stitched beneath the or situated beneath the surface. So look at that rusticness there. So hi Belinda, I've already removed the house to depict from the articles and the heavy cardstock sheets. Done reverse collage. You've already been working in it then, Belinda. Did you post anything on Instagram? I'm not sure if you did. And so here's like the cardstock. I'm not sure if this is what Belinda's talking about. They have heavy cardstock sheets, and they're all perforated. And so even when I got rid of a lot of my magazines, these magazines, I did tear out these before I either gave them away or turned them into art journals. See? And they're all through the book. There's like 3 or 4 sections of cardstock papers, and I use those a lot. Artsy cardboard playhouses, little houses with little paper dolls, handmade books, different things where you can use these patterns for the houses, doors, devotion, a layers of devotion book, exposed. This looks like the tearing off on cardboard, where you can take cardboard and peel it off, and then it exposes the under layers there. Those are always really cool to use in a project. Tags. I like to that tags are good for that. Here's a piece of another piece of the cardstock here. I'm trying to keep it on the perforation. There's another one. Some tags, some boxes. And these are by Lynn Perella, and I have all her books, her back from the 90s, art journaling books. I haven't pulled out art journaling books in a while. If y'all want to see more art journaling books, leave a comment later, and I'll re-pull out my art journaling books that I have collected over the years. And she's one of them, and she's always in the one of the Somerset or art journaling magazines. She might be one of the publisher or the I know she's a contributor, but I mean she's one of the people behind the book, I think. So there's that. And then just different little journals for different, and haven't read it yet, so I can't tell you what all these purposes of all the journals are right now. Because I've been reading my mystery book and putting up Christmas decorations all weekend. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Jamie. APG Jamie. Who else am I missing? I said, is that you, Tori? Hi, Tori. So, the shape of things. Here's all kinds of stencils. Michelle Ward. Michelle Ward's another one. I've got a couple of her art journaling books back from the day, too. I need to pull those. So different cardboard and how she's like punching them and putting them in her journals here. Very cool. I like that idea. Making a journal out of different shapes. Unboxing your creativity using more cardboard box. This looks like it was a lot of cardboard this month. Here's another page. Tear out. Here's another one. I think there's 8 in a book. Yeah, I got 2 more. So I think there's usually 8 of these cardstock pages in here. So yeah, very cool, right? And they always ask the artist different questions. How did you do it? What do you think about it? Pages to work out ideas. There's paper dolls. And how many of y'all watch By Bun? BYBUN. By Bun. By Bun did amazing. All of October, I think she made 20, maybe 22 paper dolls that are jointed like this with little brads, and she made monsters. Like she did the creature from the Black Lagoon. She did different Tippy Hedren from the birds, and she has the arms. She can move the arms on her paper doll. It's got little birds on it. Oh my gosh, y'all have to go watch By Bun later and just see all her paper dolls. And she's also on Instagram. Let me see if I can find a picture on Instagram. Hang on. Rather than bringing up her YouTube channel, y'all can go. But she did a whole flip of all of her. She did a flip of all her paper dolls. Oh, they're amazing. I loved every one. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on. Let's see. Okay. No, let me put By Bun together because it's giving me pictures of buns. There she is. Her name's Roxanne. I've been following her for years. She used to be over on Twitch. That's where I first found her, was on Twitch. Okay, so let's see. By Bun. Let's see. Okay, here's some of, yeah. So she posted them, I think, every day. Let me see. Here's, there you go. So she watercolors them. These are on her Instagram. See? Let's just show you another one. And I loved Igor, or is that Igor? Here's the creature. There's the creature. So she posted every time she did one, she posted them on Instagram. But go watch her video. Aren't they amazing? I was so impressed with you, Roxanne. Let me find one or two more. Let's see. Here's Igor, or is that Igor? And she shows how she does it step by step. And she's again, y'all have to go follow her on YouTube. Isn't that awesome? Let me find Tippi Hedren on the birds. Let me see. Where's the bird one? She just did tons of them. She did 20 something of them. Let me see if I can find the birds. Where's the birds? Is that one in here somewhere? I'm sure it is. But she does creepy, cool stuff. Why can't I find the bird? Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. I've got it muted. So if you want to, she's probably talking about stuff, but I have it muted. Look, she put the birds. So, anyways, Bun, Bybun, and that's her name on Instagram and on YouTube. I know, right? Isn't that cool? And anyway, I just thought of her when I saw this paper doll girl. More cardboard things. These look like little, what are they called again? I never can remember. I want to call them swatches, not swatches. What are those little not snippets? What I can't ever can think of those little things. Not snippets, not swatches. What are those called? Somebody will tell me in a second. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We pile little things up. I've made hundreds of them, and I can't even think of the clusters. Thank you, Ann. See, I knew one of y'all would just pop clusters. Clusters with cardboard clusters. Cardboard clusters. That would be a fun little thing to do for like a little what do you call it? Like a little swap or something. Cardboard clusters, but then it does take a couple of stamps to do that. But anyway, cardboard clusters, that was fun. We might make some of those in December. Let me make a note of that. Let's make cardboard clusters in December. Cardboard clusters in December. Okay. Wrote that down. Okay, then there's textures. And here's some more, a couple more. I'm trying to be careful. Steps toward the back now. It's a little harder to tear them out. But they are perforated. And then in the back, they have all kinds of you can send in your stuff. You can send in your stuff and get published. Now, I don't know what the requirements are for now. I think maybe during COVID they had where you just did it digitally, or it used to be you had to send in like your whole art journals, and they'd be gone a year. Ask Pack or Die. Pack or Die's been in both the art journal, Somerset, and you have to send in your whole, well, you used to. I don't know what they do now, but you used to have to send in your whole like big art journal. And you hope it got there, right? And then they do all the photographing and do your profile and all that. But it would be gone a year. So, I don't know what, like I said, I don't know their requirements these days. But if you send your stuff, actually have to send it to them. All the information is in the back of the magazine, guidelines for submission. So, yeah. All right, so there's that, and these are the papers that I pulled. I think they still prefer the actual stuff, Jamie said. Yeah. That one's cool. I like that one. All right, so that's the Somerset studio. And now let's go ahead. Let me get another sip of my water here. And color in Kerby. And I thought I would try to use, I want to use my acrylic markers. Now I might do some actual acrylic painting with some of my, uh, watered down this paint for if I do any bigger areas and backgrounds. But for the little things, I want to use some of my acrylic markers. And because Janet says I'll never use them because you put them in a case, well, just to show her, y'all know I'm teasing her. I did pull out my what's they're called again? Langau gel pens, because these are, you can add water to these. You can use them kind of like the acrylic markers where you can add water to them. You can add water to these Langaus. I love these things, and I don't use them as much as I should. And Janet accuses me of not using them because they're in a case. Thank you, Janet Langau. Yeah. So, because I'm going to color, and I got a little, this is just an acrylic cake plate that I can do the water on. All right, so I'm going to put this over here, pile that up, so we can use both. But I might in the background, depending on which, I haven't picked a page yet, depending on what page I pick, a bigger area to water down some acrylic paint and do a bigger background, and then do the details with the acrylic brush markers and the Langau. So I'm going to be using the acrylic, and these are the what are they called? The GUANGNA. That's the brand of these. GUANGNA. And they come in different sets, 140, 240. I mean, they come in all kinds of sets. And then the Langau, they come in little packs. These were all in individual little sets. Like that was a set, that was a set, that was a set, that was a set. And I think I got all the sets, threw the boxes away, and put them in a case. I will not. You think I can't use something out of a case? Try putting it in a little plastic box that you have to flip open get a color out and then put them back. Ain't happening. So those all the little boxes are, plastic recycled. I'm not. Yeah, they all went in a case. So we're going to play with these. And then the other thing, and I forget who it was that I saw it from, but Janet knows about it. Tina knows about it. We all God's children know about it. Are these, that's not it. Where is it? Let me find it. And then we come in white, silver, and I guess this is it. This is it. White, silver, and gold. Let's see, where is it here? And they're, what are they called? This is that's the name on the box, but that's one, the Panda. What is it? Panda? What is it, Tina? Panda, what are they called? The name on the pen is different than when you go look it up. When you go look it up, it's Panda something. But these are amazing pigment pens, guys. On the pen, it says LEKREO. But when you look it up, it's Panda something. I hope Tina can have it at the ready. Panda Fly. Thank you, Christine. Panda Fly. If you put in Panda Fly in Amazon, their Panda Fly, I think, is the publisher. Thank you, Tina. But on the thing, it says LEKREO. These are amazingly juicy. The white, the gold, and the silver, amazingly juicy. I have them. I'm keeping them right here in my little use all the time pins. So yeah, Tina could probably put a link. Oh, she already has. Thank you, Tina. my gosh. All right. So I have not picked a page of color, and y'all know I'm probably not going to finish it on stream, but you get to see different techniques and things when we work here. All right. So this is his 10-year celebration, which I was not going to get until I looked at it in the store, and I have all his books. I think all, but I did not get his creepy one. What's that one called? Tina has it. The creepy one. I forget the name of it. Tina will tell us. I did not get that one because I knew I was not going to color blood and guts. I just know. I know I'm not going to color it. And I'm not going to buy it just because, well, I've got to be a completist. Although I do think that sometimes. But I did not get the Tina will say here in a minute what the book's called. I did not get that Kerby book. But anyway, this one's a nice thick book. It's his 10-year anniversary, so he has a little history in it. And he does he does some pages out of each of the book of his previous books. So if you've never colored or have any of Kerby's books, this is a good one to get because you'll get something out of all of them. Thank you. Dark Fairy Tales. Yes. Thank you. So I did not get that one. All right. But this one has a little bit of his life so far, sketches, ink, and doodles. I do have his little, what do I have it handy? I had to rebuy it because I gave it to Cameron. I think I gave it to Cameron twice because he really liked it. So I think I bought it again. He has sketchy stories. It's a little journal. It's one of his journals here. Like this is what he did early on in his career. I don't even know what date are these. 2016. 2016. But it's his journal. And, you can use it for coloring, on the go coloring book. You could put notes or whatever. But I haven't done I gave mine to Cameron and then I got another one. But that one's called Sketchy Stories. And that's 978-163-106-1752. Yeah, Sketchy Stories. Okay. So and then it has his books and the different ones. Thanks, Kat. My mods. I love my mods. My mods rock. I'll tell you. And I tell them, if y'all don't feel like you're not feeling it, putting in links that day, I never ask them. They put them in themselves. Once in a while, I say, can you put a link in? But for the most part, they are just good-hearted to you guys. Hi, Katrina. Who else am I missing? Good to see you. So, a celebration coloring, 3 breathtaking new illustrations. So there's 3 new illustrations in the front. Then it's anamorphia, and I did not pull all my Kerby books. I've shown them. If you'll go look in my color book playlist, there's hundreds of videos. So, and you can usually tell by the thumbnail picture what is what's in that video. Okay. I don't do timestamps. To do the timestamps takes more time than I want to. I don't do timestamps. I just hope y'all are here. Even if you scrub through, guys, I don't know. I'm sure most of y'all know this. There's a little red line under the videos, not just mine, everybody's. So if you're watching a long video, 2-3 hours, you don't have to watch the whole thing back to back. You can take that little red line and just scrub it along. Move it along and stop it when you get to a section you want to watch. Move it along. So you can see, watch lots of videos that way and pull information and ideas out of people's videos that you are interested in and not have to watch 3 or 4 hours. So I know they are, Christina, right? I know. They always share links. Okay. Anamorphia, Imagimorphia, Mythomorphia, Phantomorphia, Geomorphia, Worlds Within Worlds, Fragile World, Mythic World, Alien Worlds, and then there's some selected pieces by Kerby's fans. I wish he would have asked me. I would have colored one for him. Anyway, so the only one I think I don't have out of this list is what was it called again? Let me scroll back. Tina put the name of it. Dark Fairy Tales. Is that what it was? Dark Fairy Tales. I think I didn't get that one. All right. So let's go ahead and go celebrate 10 years of coloring with me. And he wrote a little note here. Then he has a little bit about his life. I think he started out as a tattoo artist and an illustrator. I think both. But anyway, and he's out of the Philippines. Here's some profiles and stuff, and here's all his books stacked up here in different languages. This is Anamorphia and Imagimorphia, and it looks like they're stacked up with all different languages. There's a Phantomorphia, the languages that they've been published in. So thank you, Tina. I think I have around 8 of his books. Well, I have duplicates of some. I think 3 of his books, maybe 4 of his books, I have 2 copies of. But I have all those ones I just named. Let me see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 right there. And again, the dark fairy tales is not in this list. So okay, sketches, doodles. And if y'all back from Kerby's early days, he always put these little creatures in. This I did color this. I said, well, I think I want to use my acrylic mark paint pens and my Langau, I'm not sure how you say it, gel pens. So I did pull those and did a little coloring there, just a little lion, just kind of playing with it. I did do that over the weekend too, in between reading half my book first in the series and putting on my Christmas decorations. Hi, Rainbow Kitten. Let's see. My 3 sisters bio markers finally came. I need these markers. Well, I don't know. Rainbow Kitten, I don't know if I need them or not, right? And those aren't even all my acrylic markers. So yeah, I think I'll pass for now, but there's another idea there from Rainbow Kitten. Oh my gosh. And then there's Cat putting in the dark fairy tales. Okay, so and he's got some little sketches in the background here behind this owl, which I did try to flatten out the book as best I can. And if you do that, you really need to start in the middle, which I flattened it out page by page, and break the spine so that it'll lay flatter, you know. Okay, let's go back here. So just different ones that he's done. And I'm trying to find one that has a lot of those little creatures in it that he used to add all the time. Okay, celebration coloring. 3 breathtaking new illustrations to color. These new pieces have been created by Kerby to celebrate the books that have inspired the imaginations of colorists around the world. The first design is inspired by the Worlds series and reveals the fantasy realms inside Kerby's creative imagination. The first double page is just let me make sure I'm going to do this correctly. I think that's right. No, maybe this is the first one they're talking about. But this is a double page, but I'm not sure if this is the first one they're talking about. And the second double page has been specifically designed to showcase the evolution of the artist's work over the past 10 years. All right. So anyway, I'm not sure if this is the first double page or this is the first double page, because then there's this double page. So anyway, so let's zoom in. I'm going to click in because we're going to color here in a minute. I've not picked a page that I'm going to do yet. I have tons of Kerby's pages done and tons of his books. I don't want to pull them right now because we're at 10 o'clock. I haven't even started coloring. Don't email me. Okay, so anyway, there's this. And this must be one of the other new ones because I don't recognize this book with everything coming out of it all the way around. See? So there's that. Now, I do recognize this because I've colored this owl at least twice. Oh, under there. Oh, that's my little water thing. There to put water on. So I don't know what I want to color yet. I've colored him. I've colored these guys. So I've started this one. I've started that one. I've half colored this one. Because a lot of times, guys, I've done demos on these. I'll do demos on the channel, so I don't ever care if I finish them, or I don't say I don't care, but I don't worry about it. I've shown how how to begin the page and how to continue the page. So this one's got a start, and in the other book, this one's got a start, and then this one's got more finished. So, and then here we're into Mythomorphia, and he just does a few pages out of each book. Okay, Mythomorphia, then Phantomorphia, Geomorphia. I do like these koi fish. Maybe we'll do this koi. I've colored these giraffes. I've completed that one. Maybe twice. Then World Within Worlds. I did complete this. I did all the wires in here with a silver pen. It looked really good. I do like this. Maybe we'll just do a little something on here. Maybe we'll just do a little vignette. I've colored this as one of my favorite Kirby's that I've done is this dino. The monkey. Then Fragile World. Malibu snoring. Then Mythic World. And the paper's a good thickness. Let's see. Hi, Karen. I'm going to see also in this. Yeah, it would take. There's some detail in these. Then Alien Worlds. And I really thought I would love Alien Worlds. I didn't love it like I thought I would. I've done a couple things in it, but I didn't love it. I don't know. The creatures were a little too buggy for me. I mean, and I like coloring bugs. They were a little too spider-esque or something. I don't know what it was. Not that there's anything wrong with the book. I just didn't love it. Like I thought for sure I would love Alien World, but I didn't. And then here, let me put up before I go on here. I'm going to go back to this page here. And then here's some of the color book pages by his fans. And it has who did it. There's 11, looks like 11 pages and it names all the artists of each page. So there's 11 different, although that's a double page spread. Well, I guess, I don't know, yeah. Okay. It looked like 11 different artists. Maybe there's 11 here. So, and they look like they've been color enhanced by the because they all look exactly the same as far as the color saturation. They all look the same. So I'm thinking that they've been enhanced. You see what I'm talking about? All the colors look exactly the same saturation. So, and tone. They're all really nice. I really like all of them. I've done demos on this before. So there we go. All right, let's go back to here. I think we're going to do this. And I think I'll start by maybe just working in, let me bend it well here. I think I'll start by doing, and I've done this before in some of his other books, like the edge. I'm going to do the edge, inside edge here. Yeah, Tina, right? Okay, so I got to decide what color do I want. A nice, pretty blue, maybe? Like, let's do, let me look. I'm going to need a swatch. I got to get a swatch sheet. Don't need any wax paper today. Okay, so, and we'll zoom in one more. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? All right, so I want to, let's see, what color blue do I want? Maybe, I got lemon water hiccups. That might be a little too dark, but let me see. I'm going to test a couple blues here. Maybe if I had it with a couple, let's see. That's too different. I'm liking this dark blue, but I want something to go with. This one might be too. Yeah. All right. Let's just start with this one. We can go in with another. Oh, wait. This one maybe. That's pretty good. I like that. All right, so let's just start with the dark blue first. So I want to use my acrylic paint pens, and then we'll see when I get into the little tinier things, the Langau. I know I'm saying that wrong, guys. I should look it up. I should do how to pronounce. Let me see if it's even in there. Let me see. Let's just take a minute to Google that. How to pronounce. Let me get one of the pens here. Is it on here? L-A. How to pronounce. It went away. How to. Hang on. I can't do it with 3 pens in my hand. I can't type with holding 3 pens. How to pronounce. Langg. God, it's written in gold. Can't even see it. Hang on, guys. I'm going to find it here. Langguo. Langguo. Go. All right, let's see. Hang on. Why does that come up? That's not how to pronounce anything. Oh, come on. Come on. Let's see here. I don't want. It's not the right video. It gave me a video, but it's not the video. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go to a different. Let me look something. All right. It's giving me YouTube videos to pronounce, but it's not the video it's saying. I don't know why it's giving me everything else, but it's not giving me that. All right, let's see here. Try this. Okay, apparently it's a Spanish word. All right, what do y'all are probably yelling at me over here. Yeah, I know, but I want to go. I want to know. Let's see. Here we go. Is that going to bring it up? Right, let's get past the. And then this one looks like I don't know what language it is. No, that's not it either. I don't know why YouTube. They're popping me up YouTube videos that are not even related to what I'm doing. Okay. All right. Well, I tried. It's bringing me to totally different videos. And I never have had that issue before when I'm searching a Google how to pronounce something. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. I tried, guys. All right, so I'm going to start with the dark. And what I need is a nice, little soft. I've got some water. So what I'm going to do, and I should probably put a piece of paper under there because I'm going to be the first one to get it on that sheet. So hang on. Let's get another piece of paper out here. Okay, put behind here. There we go. All right. There we go. Langau, you think it's right? Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of water here. Okay, a little water on my little tray, and I'm going to just put out just ink out some of the acrylic, and I'm just going to pick up some. Now, I'm not going over anything. If I was going over something, I'd really want this watered down to transparency, right? But because I'm just going to go in the edges, it doesn't have to be, it can be as thick as I want it to be. All right, I think I'm going to have to zoom in. We'll see what we can do here. I don't want to lose y'all's clarity there. All right, how's that? Does that look good? What the? The brush fell off. Oh, so where'd the brush go? It dropped off. These are those cheap fingernail brushes, guys. They're awesome, but they're... I should put some glue in there, right? That just dropped right off. Yes, it did, Devin. All right, so I want to get in here with, and as long as you don't oversaturate, it's not going to go through, especially this is cardstock weight. You're okay. Here's the trick about coloring on color books with adding water. You have to let it dry between layers. I'll put some glue on. I think I got it back on there. You have to let it dry between layers if you want to add another layer. I could probably just go in here right now and just color this whole background because I'm not, I want it really dark, you know? So I could just go in here and color right up to the edge. It's when I get over here that I'm going to want to water it down and feather it out. Okay. That was funny. All right. So you could use your acrylic markers on the, or you just want a solid color. But now if I wanted to color something in here, you can't color that. You're going to cover up all the line work. I'm doing a background here. So I can get in here with the background with the solid color. But when I come out to the edge here, I'm going to water it down and feather it out so it fades. Okay. All right, so I might get a little bit of the edge right up here to the edge, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so now I'm going to put that down. I'm going to pick some, I've got enough water there, a little bit of water there. And I'm going to fade it out. So if you wanted to use your acrylic markers on an image, which I'll do that here in a minute, you have to water it down. Otherwise, you're going to just cover it all up. Okay. Just getting that little spot right there. So I'm just getting some water here and and it'll dry on here. It'll dry pretty quick. So don't put out a whole lot. It's not like watercolor where you can like re-wet it and get it to be translucent again like watercolor. It's acrylic paint. So it's going to act like acrylic paint does, right? All right, so you can see how I've got it really dark and starting to fade it out. Okay, hi Joanne. Who else am I missing? Hi Lee. Hey girl, hey. So like that. All right, so here, I don't want that to drip off there. Let me get a baby wipe here so that got too much water on rolling off the edge. All right. So I'm going to go in here and all these background spots where I want it real dark, I'll just go in here with the marker here into those where I want it to be a solid dark blue. Then when I come out, I'll feather it out. Let's see. That's where I dropped the brush there. Or the brush dropped me. Okay, so I want a little bit darker right there. Okay, a little bit of water. Gonna feather it in. Again, you can keep adding layers, but you got to let it dry. It's pretty good about not, because it's a thicker paper, but you don't want to just keep going over and over and over it with water because you're going to pill your paper. Hi, Vol. How's it going? Y'all don't follow Vol. Rabbit. Oh, what's his name? What's your name, Vol, on Instagram? Rabbit. Hang on, I'll tell y'all. He's posting his comics over there. Let me see. And he does YouTube videos showing his art. Let's see. If I put in Rabbit, it'll come up. Rabbit Fighter 13. Rabbit Fighter 13 is Vol. And he's got his art here. So, okay. I'll go follow. And he's got a YouTube channel. All right. So now I'm just going to come out here a little bit. And if you want it to kind of blend, you're going to have to kind of keep it wet. But I'm going to kind of make it cloudy. Like, I think I'm going to make it look like, a little more water. I'm going to make it look like not perfectly smooth. I want it to be kind of You'll see what I mean. More cloud-esque, if you will. Okay, let's put a little more down. A little more water. Kind of billowy. What's the one I'm looking for? Kind of just movement in it. Fluffy movement. See how it's not flat, is what I'm saying. It's not a flat color. And this is not watercolor paper either. This is just cardstock. So you got to remember, you know, the kind of paper you're working on. It's not going to move like this. Is not going to work like a watercolor now. I think I'm going to leave that. I might leave that open. The title. It looks very gray here, but it is a little more blue than it looks on camera. I just looked at the camera and it looks very gray, but it is more of a midnight blue color than it's showing up on camera. Thank you, Tina. There's Vol's channel. Hi, Cat and Paste. How you doing? I so much glitter. Always too nervous to paint my coloring pages. Well, yeah, you know, you just got to go for it. It's just a color book. It's just paper. I think I'm gonna fluff. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll fluff. We'll make them kind of fluffy, at least down in here. Maybe that's smoother up there and fluffier down in here. It's never going to turn out exact or perfect. And if you're waiting to think you're ever going to get it, you're going to be so good at something that it's going to be perfect, you'll never do anything. Just saying. If you wait till you think you have to do something perfect, you will never do anything. Or if you do it, you're going to think it's not perfect and you're going to tear it up and you're not going to like it. Or you'll move on, start over, and keep starting over because you're not going to like it. So get over being the perfect. What was it? Inktober, what's his name, says, perfect is the enemy of done. That's his motto. Perfect is the enemy of done. And I'm just going to keep just putting out a little bit here. Got my water on there too. And I'm just going to keep fluffing out some center here. Could be water, could be some clouds. After it dries, if I want to put another layer, I could do that, but let it dry. If you're, you know, after you've smoothed out as much as you can with this first layer, because if, like I said, you keep adding layer after layer after layer of water, it will seep through. It will seep through at some point. So even though this is a nice heavy cardstock, paper weight of paper, you don't want to oversaturate your paper. Hang on, guys. I'm not looking at chat for a minute. Let me get this in here. So what's nice about doing something like this is after I get base coats in, and I'll do a section, I'll do this little deer or something. After I base coat it in with a wash like this, a wash of color, a little more water, then I can go in with the Langau gel pens and do detail because it's tiny. Kirby's got the most details. Well, I don't know. Johanna Basford's are pretty detailed too, but Kirby's are pretty detailed. So you can go in with the gel pens and do little tiny details with that. All right, see, I'm just going to fluff them out here. Could be smoke, it could be some water, it could be some clouds, it can be just some filling in. Again, it looks way grayer on camera than it does. Maybe I need to turn the brightness down just a little. It looks way grayer on camera than it does in person. It's a dark blue. Hi, Dot. Let's see who else is here. Did I say hi to you, Jane? Jane, are you back from your vacay? Who else am I missing? Karen. Hi, Karen. All right. You are back? Okay. All right. Oh, I kind of smeared that a little. Okay, that's good. That's a good start, just to have something in the background. All right. So now let's see if some of that, if it's cold to the touch, it's still wet. I'm going to add a little bit darker areas right along the edge. I want some of the darker along the edge, and then I'll just take a tiny bit of water and just kind of fluff that out. Okay, so I'm going to go right along the edge. But you can't wait till that dries. If that dries, it's not going to move. Got to take the water and move it right away. Because once that, where I'm putting these lines right here, once this dries, that's not going to move. So you got to move it while you can. But I want it a little darker right along the edge. Am I staying in frame? I'm so zoomed in, I have to be aware. Okay, so can you see how it's dark right along the edge? This could even be a little dark, but I don't guess it's a little wet there still. I better be careful. I'll go popping through the other side. Let's see. Cindy. I'm trying to not miss anybody. Oh, okay. Well, shh, Jane, we won't say shh. And just having your brush damp is, quite a bit of moisture in there to move stuff. Okay. It's very relaxing, very chill, and it's very satisfying to see it come together. That's what I love about color books. You feel like you've accomplished something really quickly. Really quickly, you're getting a lot done. Just kind of scruffling it along. Janet, do you know what you're doing today? Other than maybe showing your swatch poster on a picture. I know you got a picture of it handy. You know what I think I want to do? I want to make this look. See if I can do this. I want it to be like wind or something. I don't want much though. I'll keep it. There we go. I kind of like winds whipping through there. Something like that, you know? There we go. Something like that. Now this needs to be filled in a little. There we go. Something like that. Could be rain, could be wind. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to stop for a minute on that. But you get the idea how you can do a dark edge and then kind of feather it in. Let's see. Yeah, it is relaxing, isn't it, Alan? Let's see. Janet says she's going to Zentangle on a Snark color book page. Okay. I'm going to clean this off just so I can move on to another color without. And this is an acrylic, just an acrylic cake plate. It'll clean right off. You know. All right. Now let me clean out my brush without letting it drop down into the water because, you know, it's not attached very well. Oh, all right. So my fingers got the paint on it because I've been, you know, holding the cap and going, putting the cap back and forth on. And yeah, so this is the places where I missed putting the cap on and getting my fingers. All right, so now, and I want to add some more darks in there, but I want to do some other things because I want to get in there with the Langau, whatever. And gel pens that are water. Here, let me just show you one here. I just have this pink one out, but they're very, very detailed. Where's my brush? What do I do with my brush? Well, hang on, guys. Oh, here it is. Put some water in here. And they're very, very detailed, but you can add water. Look at that. See? So yeah, let's get another. I'm gonna get a fresh baby wipe. Malibu's still sleeping. She's not snoring. All right, let's clean that off better. Okay, so let's see. And the pink, I just pulled that for an example. I'm not going to use the pink right now, but I'll just use that for an example. Okay, so let's see here. Let's do maybe let's just do this little deer because it's big enough for you to see, but it's small enough for me to get some detail in there. All right, so let's just take we can just use the Langaus on these. I know I'm saying that wrong. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just have some water here on my little tray here. I'm just putting out some water. I've got my little brush. Maybe I even need a littler brush. We'll see. All right, so what I'm going to do, maybe I should zoom. Let's try to zoom a little more. Try to make it easy for everybody to see everything. Let me see if I need to refocus. All right. So I'm going to take the gel pen, Langau gel pen, and I'm just going to color in some of the areas here that are shaded already. And I'm just going to pick up a tiny bit of water, and I'm just going to move a little in there. Okay, I'm just going to keep adding some areas of shadow, and it's very tiny, you know, like the little shadows going down his legs and everything here. And then I'll just blend it out. Can y'all see that? I'll hold it up. Hang on. Is that a little bit darker in here? That back leg. You can get such tiny little lines. I mean, it's a tiny, tiny little, it's like a 0.5 maybe, 0.05. I'm not sure. It's very tiny. And again, don't oversaturate. If you want to add more water, let that dry and then do another layer. All right, let me move this over here so you can hold it up. And that's just with the gel pen, no acrylic marker. So see how you can get little details, watered down details with the smallest little tip there. All right, so let's go over to another something. Here's another deer. Let's just change browns just to have a little different. Well, I'll leave that out because I might need it again. Let's change browns to maybe a darker, richer brown, maybe. Let's see. That almost looks purple. I don't quite want that. Let's see. Let's try this one. I'm over here just doing a little test. That's a nice dark brown. Okay, so. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to go in here with the dark brown in the water. And actually, this brush is a little big now. It was okay for this, but I could even use a smaller brush. The little spots on his back. Very tiny. I'll hold it up again here in just a minute. Okay, let's show your first layer. See how you can just get in there with the little gel pen and then just water it down. I have to let it dry before I can add some more layers. I can hit it with the heat gun, but it's still cold to the touch, so it's still wet. Okay, maybe we'll take a break and do someone's texting me. Oh, that's family stuff. Maybe we'll take a break and do a giveaway. Let's see. What should we do? So I don't know. I've just been doing postcards lately because that's easy. All right, I'm going to zoom back out. You can see how little this actually is when we're zoomed out. You'll see how little this actually is. See how little that really is? Look. And so I've got my case of pens. I'll move it out of the way there. So you can see how little how tiny we've been working there. See? And then you can just do everything. I mean, there's a big tree right here with moss. We could do some, maybe that's what we'll do in a minute. We'll do some green. We'll do some green moss. We can do two things. We'll do some with an acrylic pen and then maybe a dark green. Maybe a couple of greens here. I'll pull those for now, and we'll do that in here in a minute. Do some moss on that tree trunk, and it could be over in here too. Some more moss coming in here. And then when this dries, you can add more depth and more shadows. But you got to let it dry. I mean, I really can't stress that enough. Otherwise, you're going to be peeling and tearing your paper. So, but you can see it's tiny little things. Tiny little things. All right, let's do a quick giveaway. Let's see here. I don't need that. All right, I got to think of what we want to do, though. Do we want to know that y'all like the postcard giveaways? Y'all like the postcard giveaways with ephemera and stuff in it? Let's see. Looking. Do some partial, like actual postcards that you have to, I don't know, that's so personal. Sometimes I try to think about, it'd be fun to give away some postcards that are actual postcards. And y'all can like add to them or alter them. But that's something like somebody goes, I don't like flowers. I don't like animals. So it's almost better just to give y'all stuff to make yourself, I think that's what we'll do. All right, let's go ahead and get 4 here. Hang on, guys. I'll get the stuff at the ready. Let's get some envelopes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just make some little kits. All right, but this might be a little wet. Let's just go ahead and move this out of the way. Let's move that out of the way for a minute. There's just no water here. All right, let's see. Okay, we always do 2 U.S., 2 international. Y'all know how it works. Don't put any numbers in yet. All right, so I'll give y'all each 2 craft color. Choose craft color. I cut these down ahead of time, so they're always at the ready for myself and for giveaways. Okay, and they're 4 by 6. And then we'll do a couple we'll put in a white cardstock. And y'all can make postcards, but you can also make card fronts, like do the, decorate, ephemerize it up. Is that a word? Ephemerize it up and then put that as a base on a card. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Okay, so there's some of those. Now, do I want to do Tim Holtz? Do I want to do, if I look around here, I got those little other scrapbook kit things that I got. But Christmas, it is Christmas. Let me see what I got over here in my Christmas packs. Where'd I put them? Here we go. All right. We'll do Christmas packs of stuff. Because by the time you get it, you can do something. Yes, ephemerization, Devin. By the time you get it, you can make something, Christmas card-esque. Okay, I'm going to give y'all some red and white twine. Give y'all a during the holidays, especially, I like to give extra giveaways. We still do. We do giveaways every week, but we like to do extras during the holidays. Yeah. We'll do international first. I got these sitting in my lap, so we'll do international first. Wait a minute. I still got to put them together, though. Here, hang on. So what we do, I'm just going to explain it to y'all if you're new. You do have to be willing to give me your address, which I don't share with anybody, not even the other mods. When I type in go in a couple of minutes, you're going to put in a number between 1 and 100, international only. Then we'll do U.S. and we'll do 2 international, 2 U.S. We do them separate because there's less international people, and I like to give the international people a better chance. So I'm not going to do it yet, but when I type in go, you're going to put in a number between 1 and 100. First 2 people closest without going over. I'll send the first two people closest without going over international a little, kit thing. Okay. Make sure you have all messages at the top or top. What is it called? It's not whatever is not top chat. Top chat, you will not see all the chat. And that goes for watching replays, guys. When you watch replays, you need to select all messages or all chat, whichever one it says on your device. If it says top chat, you are not seeing all the chat. Okay. All right, let's see what I got here. We want to go with, I have other colors too. I have pink and this color, colors. I got this for giveaway too. Let me see. Where's my knife? Let's open this up. When they have a Christmas, everything Christmas, like 50% off and stuff like that. It's when you get this stuff, guys. You get it for $1 or $2. Okay. All right. We'll go with maybe, well, I've already put paper in there, so I can't put too much more paper because it's going to get too thick. So let's see. I think I'll cut these down to 4 by 6. Just 2 of those. Let's get a different something. Oh, here, these. Okay. All right. So I want them to fit. Will this fit, or do I have to cut that? No, I'm going to have to cut that down. So let's cut these down. I'm not sure what the size of this envelope is. Hang on. I'm not sure what the size of this envelope is. I'll put this on the floor. I can't do this while it's in my lap. Okay, let's see. What's the size of this envelope? 5. So if we do it just under 5, let's cut 2 of these. Just under 5. And we'll give... And just under 5. There we go. So you have a piece of paper as well, like a decorative paper you can make with the card. All right. Come on, guys. I got to get them all together here, so that when I put your name on, they're ready to go. Okay, now, let me get that thing back here. All right, let's put in faux wax seals. Y'all know I gave y'all some of these last week. Let's see, it doesn't matter. What days do I do? That's true, Tina. Okay, so these I already put some. Got another pack of these so I don't have to send you one that's already, yeah, here we go. Hang on. Let me open another pack so I don't give you one that's already got gold on it. You can put your own gold or whatever color, All right, so hang on. Let's open these up. These are faux wax. Well, I guess it might be real wax. I'm not sure if it's real wax or not. Can I get those out? There we go. Is that real wax? It's kind of rubbery. I don't know that it's wax. It's more rubbery than wax. But I'll give y'all each 3 of those. I gotta put it in behind the cardstock. Gotta kind of tuck them in so I don't get lumpy. We can't have lumpy. All right, so let's put that in there. All right, now let's see what else do I have in here that will work. Oh, yes, I forgot about these guys. Okay. Wait for it. I'm going to give y'all each one of these little, are these stickers? Yeah, these are stickers. All right, I'm going to give y'all each a nutcracker sticker. Okay. A nutcracker sticker. Let's tuck that in there with the thread or the twine. Put that in there with the twine. Wait for it. I'm still looking through my pack. Oh, I got this ribbon. I already put the twine in there. That might be good. Oh, I forgot about these guys. That's too big for this. That has to go in another. I got these nutcrackers, but they're too big for this size envelope, so that'll have to be. Let me hold that out though for next time. Use a bigger envelope for those nutcrackers. All right, wait a minute. Let me see what else is in here. What else do I have in here? Oh, I got washi tape. Washi tape. And I have a Merry Christmas stamp. I could stamp for you guys. I'd have to put the washi tape on some plastic. Are y'all bored watching me do this? All right, so here, let's see. I'm gonna add some newer. Here we go. Plastic. All right, so let's see. Let's cut this into 4s. All right, so y'all can watch this and y'all can figure out how to make your own kits. And isn't it cat and paste? All right, so now just little pieces. Let's see if I can do some pinky color washi tape. That popped right open, didn't it? So I don't need this. Okay, let's see. Oh, look, this has got the matching. This matches the paper. That matches this. Do I have a matching for that? It's got bows. It doesn't have ornaments. It's got the bows. All right, we're on this. Okay, let's put this washi tape back in that plastic thing. All right, so now, all right, so we're going to take, and I'll try to get a couple of, all right, so there we go. Which is the best way to do it? Long ways, maybe? Because it'll peel off the plastic if you're careful. Okay, you're going to have to be careful when you peel this off. All right, so I'm going to go around on the plastic a couple times. Oh, I got to make it flat. Hang on. I got to do it on the table. Here we go. Go around a couple times on the plastic here. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't work, don't email me. There's a little bit of washi tape wrapped on plastic. Okay, so that's that one. Okay. Isn't this fun? Okay, so let me didn't wrap quite. Let's trim that just a section. There we go. All right, there's that. All right, now let's do this bow one. Let's do this bow one for the other. This have bows on it. Find the end here. Okay. See that? And it's kind of mint green in the background. You can do this on gift cards too. You know, old gift cards if you just want to, you know, but that takes up thickness in the envelope. If you put it on gift card, if this is no thickness at all. And that's what we're trying to achieve here. No thickness. Okay, let's see. Or less thickness. I'm not looking at chat, guys. I'm sorry if you're talking to me. I am trying to get this done so we can do a little bit more on the color book. Okay. All right, there we go. Some washi tape. And what else do I want? I kind of want a focal image. Or some words. Let me get my Tim Holtz word fetty here. Let's see if there's some, maybe the green. Let's see, there's red. Because red won't really match. Well, I guess there's red in it. Okay, well then let's do that. Let's do some word fetty. Hang on. We'll do a little word fetty, and y'all can have to figure out if y'all want another focal image. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's give y'all a couple of rows of word fetty. Whatever pops up. Let me just put that in there. Okay, I'll keep the fa la la and give y'all another full 2 sheets here. Well, that one's somewhat, there it is. All right, so give everybody some word fetty. Hang on, guys, I'm not looking at chat. Don't yell. And these are supposed to look like those Dymo label maker things. Okay, there we go. All right, do I have time to stamp out Merry Christmas or not? Let's see. Hang on. I want some, what do you call it? Waterproof. I don't want the oxides are not waterproof. Hang on. Let me get into my archivals. Waterproof. Nice red. Here's a nice red. Which one is? I'll pull both reds in case. We'll see which one works the best. All right, then we'll get some little cardstock. Let me get another piece of cardstock here. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put my cardstock here? All right. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see which one's working the best. All righty. Am I missing anything in chat? You like this kind of Christmas? It's so nostalgic. Yeah. Let's see where's there it is. All right, hang on. Let's see if I can. And I'm not an expert stamper. Oh no. There we go. Well, it's got an edge around it. I guess you could cut that edge off, or let's try to see if I can get 2 in a thing. If I could go around and kind of wipe it off, but I think y'all could just cut around. Y'all can cut the edge off. That's a little better. Y'all can cut around that. Can't you? Okay, there's 2 Merry Christmases in each one. We'll do that. How about that? Just so y'all can make a little ephemera card, or try not to get too much on there. All right. Let's trim it down a little. Okay. Hang on, guys. We're almost there. Okay. There we go. Okay. All righty. All right, now we're ready. Okay, so we're going to do, while I type and go, we're going to do international first. First 2 pieces. See, you got the little, what do you call it? The little nutcracker. You got some of the little wax seals. There's a lot in there. That's a good little pack, in my opinion. I would like to get it. I'd like to get this little pack. Okay, all right. When I type in go, international only, first 2 people closest without going over to the random.org generator will get a pack. All right, international only. Wait for it. I have to type and go. I'm going to put this is for your names. All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, first two people closest. Let me get my iPad for the generator. And we'll do a little moss on the tree and then we'll head on out. Okay. And if y'all missed the beginning of my stream this morning, I did show my Christmas decor. Y'all go back and look at it, okay? Oh, let's see. Random.org. Okay, random.org. Here's our little generator right there, 1 to 100. Get your numbers in. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. All right. Get your numbers in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. First two people closest. If everybody goes over, I'll put in a new number. First two people closest to 13. And if everybody went over 13, I'll put in a new number. All right, looks like Terry Brett had 12. So I think Terry Brett got one. Terry B. Okay, and then I think everybody else went over. There's not that many people at international playing right now. So, no, yeah, I think that was the only one. Okay, let's pick another number. First person closest to 31 without going over. 31. So let's see. 31. Is it Jane with 22? Y'all let me know. Is it Jane with 22? I could be wrong, but y'all double check me. Jane had 22. Okay, it is. Jane had 22. And I have both their addresses, so unless Jane, you didn't move to Mexico when you went to vacay, did you? Did you shift countries on us there, Jane, when you went on vacay? Otherwise, I have your address. All right, so Jane and Terry are my internationals. Then we're going to do the exact same thing, but with US only. Hang on. Don't put in a number yet. Wait till I type in go. US only, 1 to 100. Same rules apply. First two people closest without going over. You only wish. You wish you were on a perpetual vacay, Jane. Okay, there we go. All right, USA. Good lemon water today. All righty, I'm gonna leave my little Merry Christmas stamp out here. We need that handy. Okay. All right. So first two people closest. When we stop, we'll put in a new number. Then we'll do a little moss coloring, and then we'll head out. So I hope you'll enjoy getting to see some new books. That was pretty much was a book haul today, and a little bit of showing you how to use some acrylic markers and some acrylic gel pens that are water reactive markers and gel pens so that you can do tiny details. And then those deer should be done. They should be dry by the time we get back to them. Maybe we can do a little dot or two on the deer. So don't forget, Janet comes on at 1 Eastern. And Kathy Berg comes on tomorrow at 10 Eastern. And Devin Rex for Art comes on Wednesday at 3 Eastern. Those are our regulars. If you're a regular, I will shout you out every week. So those are our regulars: Janet, Devin, Kathy Berg. And if you're a regular here, I will shout you. I'll shout you out even if you're not a regular, but you're drawn to my attention when you're a regular. All right. And Coloring View. She doesn't have a set time, but she has streams and videos as well. Make sure you go to Coloring View. There's other views out there. You want to go to Coloring View. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, Pete's here. Hey, Pete. I'll shout him out in a minute. Let me finish this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. USA. Let me get my iPad back open here. Okay, new number. First two people closest to, well, 5. Let's see if anybody went under 5. And if not, I will pick a new number. Looks like everybody went over 5. So we're going to pick a new number. View had 7. Oh, wait, Debbie had 3. Debbie had 3. So Deb E had 3. She had 3. She just recommended my new series of books I'm reading, my Cozy Mysteries in the Scottish Shire. Okay, did everybody else go over 3? Okay, so let's pick another. Let's pick another number for you. Let's pick another number. 93. Closest to 93 without going over. Let me scroll back and y'all scroll with me. 93 without going over. Pamela Kane had 90. Did anybody get closer than 90 than Pamela Kane? Pamela had 90. I think it's Pamela. Pamela K had 90. So there we go. Y'all two get these little kits. There you go. So there, I hope y'all enjoy those little packets to make something with them. All right. So now, real quick. I wanted to look at Pete. Tina said Pete. Tina is also a mod for Pete. Pete does dark sayings. He does like creepy things going on in the world, conspiracies, all kinds of things like that. But he's on at midnight on Saturday nights. But Tina mods for him as well. Let me see. Tina, can you put a link? Oh, Tina, can you put a link? There it is. So Pete's a great guy. He's a great guy. And y'all may, controversial topics and stuff, but that makes you think. Makes you think outside the box. But Dark Sayings is Pete's channel. Okay. All right. Anything else I'm missing, mods? Let me go ahead and quickly do just a little bit of, I'll zoom in here and do a little bit more on our page because we didn't do much. Let's be honest. We didn't do much here, but I wanted to maybe take a little bit of the moss green right here on this little branch. So I'm going to put a little water out here on my little tray. I'm going to try so you can see a little bit. And I'm going to put out some of the acrylic marker. And let's see, where's my little brush? What did I do with my little brush? Well, my little brush is gone. Let's find another little brush. Is that little brush rolled somewhere, I guess? Oh, wait, is that it? Maybe. All right. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of water and a little bit of, now remember, when you're going over something with a lot of your detail, you want it watered down because if it's not watered down, you're just going to cover it up. So you can see here how I've watered it down. And I'm doing a whole little section here. Of this mossy tree. Okay, and I think it kind of goes up in here too. We'll go up here with it. But it's watered down, so it's translucent. If I just went full strength with the marker, it would just cover up all the line work. Okay. So you can see how you can get a lot done like this. There's a snake here. Let's go ahead and put let's put a coat of green on him too. I don't know if he has a tail up under there. I'm thinking it looks like he's coming out of this tree. Y'all seen my Eden poster? Okay, there we go. This is going to go up in here too. Y'all see my Garden of Eden poster? Y'all want to see that real quick? Okay. Thanks, View. Thanks, Tina. All right, so now, well, I really should let that dry, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and try to get a little bit of the dark green in here. So I'm going to put a little bit of the dark green Lango gel pen, okay, and then just pick up a little bit of water and just kind of blend it out. Okay. Say that. Okay, let's go. Keep going a little bit over here, maybe a little bit over here. Pick up just a little bit of the water. Like that. So you can start shading and blending. See that? Thanks, Ellen. So yeah, there we go. All right, so I think I'll back out so I can put my hands on that poster real quick because I just thought of it and I really show it to y'all. So there you go. So just any acrylic paint marker. I like these because they have a brush tip. And these Lango, Languo, I think is what it is. Gel pens that are very, very tiny tips. And they are water reactive. That's what's cool about those. All right, let me wipe this off here. Let me move this. We'll do that real quick. Then we'll head out. It's not very late. I'm just getting in a rush. All right, let's see if I can. It's over here, my portfolio, if I can put my hands right on it. Let's see. Let me see. In my collage posters, you know. I'm flipping through them. Let's see if I can put my hands on it. Maybe, maybe not. Ah, here it is. Okay. So this is 22 by 30. And it's, let me back out and turn down the brightness. Turn down the brightness. There we go. So this is my collage Garden of Eden. There's the Garden of Eden. Y'all know what happened in the Garden of Eden. That's where death entered, was in the Garden of Eden. So there we go. So anyway, I really like the way the space turned out. The way the outer space, and it's a little flashed out still. Let me turn the brightness down just a little bit more. There we go. So lots of detail. Lots of detail in here. But yeah. So that's my Garden of Eden poster. All right, guys. Well, I guess we'll head on out. Thank you again for being here. Thank you, Malibu, for not snoring too loudly. Oh, made too much noise for her. She goes, I'm out of here, baby. I'm out of here. All right. So if y'all enjoyed seeing all these books today, leave me a comment, a thumbs up, or a like, and I do appreciate it. Do appreciate y'all being here. I hope y'all enjoyed it and the giveaway. And yeah, I guess we will head out and see you guys. I stream every Monday and Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern. Every Monday and Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern. You're welcome, Belinda. And hi. Oh, hi, Orla. Angel Orla. Hi. Missed you earlier. Thank you, Terry Brett. All right, guys. Y'all great. And it's good to see you too, APG Jamie. All right, guys. Y'all have a great rest of your afternoon. Bye, guys.